check 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Blacc Chyna, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blaze.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 wah. For your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up. Then they bust it open, lift it up. Yeah, come on, lift it up. Then they bust it open for your B-O-Y. For your rockin' for your lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bossa now.
Come on, Blaze. You know.
Drop me a nasty beat.
Hey y'all, how y'all doing? Happy Sunday. It's a beautiful Sunday where I'm at. I hope it's a beautiful Sunday where you are. Come on in, get the likes up on the video. We got a live we about to get into. So come on in, get the likes up on the video. First and foremost, shout out to everybody in the building. I appreciate each and every person for sharing your Sunday with me just for this shorter period of time. You don't have to be here, but you are. So thank you. Shout out to all the dolls and dons in the chat. If you are new, welcome to the Dollhouse. Go ahead on, subscribe so you'll know when I upload and or go live. And speaking of uploading, I do have a video that I will be uploading that is actually uploading now. And it's a video on Lotto. So basically, I'm going over a lot of the reaction from social media and what people got to say about this whole Lotto bit. So that video is coming up. As y'all can see, I'm getting back on my pre-recorded content game. I've lost Love and Hip Hop. No, I lost Baddies. And Love and Hip Hop is on its last season. You feel what I'm saying? So I got to start getting back into the pop culture and the stuff that I'm creating in my head too. So y'all look out for my new content. Make sure y'all subscribe so y'all will know when I upload it because it's about to be crazy, okay? But shout out to everybody in the building. Oh, and let me just say this. For those of you who ask about Baddies, obviously I can't do Baddies anymore because of the way that I do Baddies. I do a narrative style review, and because they have their stuff behind the paywall, I can't bring the stuff that they hide behind the paywall to y'all. It's just not right. So they're right about that, and I'm not gonna, tongue wrestle with those people about it because they were generous enough to at least strike me and not take me all the way down. Let's be clear. However, I've thought about it, y'all, and I said, you know what? I'm gonna create my own stuff. And I know that if I can do what I've done with Baddies and Love and Hip Hop, I know for a fact that what I'm going to create and put out to y'all is going to be ridiculous. So if you've loved any of my Love and Hip Hop, Miami, Atlanta, or any of my Baddies, any of my Love and Marriage Huntsville, any of my reality TV shows that I've reviewed in the past, I just want you to put it in mind. I don't know when. This is just stuff that's coming to me now, and I'm in the storming phase of this thing, but I will be putting my own stuff out. I will have my own shows, and it will be real shows. I won't have to show pictures. This is going to be like a show. So y'all look for that. Make sure y'all look for it. It's going to be bigger than any of those Love and Hip Hops or Baddies reviews I could have done because it's going to all come from me. So y'all make sure y'all check that out when it do come out. You feel me? And like the video, subscribe so you'll know when I put that out, okay? Y'all will get to see a little bit more inside of the creative mind of the Vu. You know what I'm saying? She does wear many hats, okay? So come on in, get the likes up on the video. So y'all, we got to talk about why we're here today. It's a lot happening. And I want to come over here and joke with y'all because it is Sunday. And y'all know I talk to y'all like y'all my homegirls, like y'all my cousins, y'all my friends, y'all my family. I talk to y'all on here like as if we was on the phone, okay? So I decided, girl, let me call y'all up and see what's going on. And this is what we got to discuss. So some Rockhead or some Chrisean fan, some Chriseanimal has found Tesheki on a 20v1 and questioned her about the allegations of SA against Chrisean when they were children. And she asked some real tough questions. and we gonna get into it. My little cousin Chaotic was there. He was trying to calm down the situation, and I wanted to tell him to go get out the way because this is the conversation that needed to be had. But we gonna get into that and a few other things. We also got to get into Blueface. I didn't put this in the title, but Blueface and his whole Nevaeh situation. He's still recovering from getting beat up and robbed by Aiden Ross. So we'll get into that. Then we got to get into Doja Cat. Like I said, she came on in and told us her daddy was a deadbeat. And she sent them PORN, GAYPORN, in order to get back at him being a deadbeat. And apparently he came to the internet after she told that story to tell his side. He said that Doja and her mom are racist. He said they all hate Negroes and melanated people and all kinds of other stuff. We'll get into that. Mary J. Blige, you know Dagger Mary. She had came out and said a story about some icon that she met that hurt her feelings and told her she was singing off key. And I'm going to tell you who I thought it was. Aretha. Because she giving me those teas. We'll get into that. Then we got Tip and Jason Lee. So Jason Lee does an interview with Vlad where he exposes that remember that whole bit between T.I. and Tiny, when Tiny and T.I. was at dinner and Tip was like, you was out with a nigga knowing that I don't rock with the nigga. And remember Tiny was like, oh, but you was with a girl that I hired. And Tip was like, I done spent millions on you. Well, apparently, according to Jason Lee, apparently that little fight, little scuffle, kerpuffle, whatever it was they had between Tip and Floyd when they was beefing over Tiny, allegedly, according to Jason Lee, they say Tip had 2 black eyes. Now, girl, we gonna get into it because I had already said when it popped off, there's no way little bitty Tippy Tip was able to get no licks off on no Floyd. Everybody around him know how to fight. But we gonna get into that because it makes all the sense in the world. Now, then we're going to get into Tokyo Toni crying because I guess the backlash she received for hating her daughter out loud is not what she thought it was going to be. So now she's on the live crying, and we're going to get into why we don't care and a few other things. So come on in, get the likes up on the video. Y'all, it is Sunday. It's a beautiful day. I'm so happy to be on this side of the earth. You feel what I'm saying? Because like I say, we could have been somewhere else. You see what I'm saying? So give thanks for being here. Now I want to get into, I think I got a 1 or 2 honorable mentions. Hold on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Like I said, be looking out, you guys. Be on the lookout for my lotto video that it's already uploading, but it will be posted when I get off of live. I already got the thumbnail ready and everything, okay? Let me see. It's something I want to show y'all before we get into the show. It's 1 or 2 things I want to show y'all. If y'all just give me a second. If I don't, I thought I had something to show y'all. If not, we'll just get on into it. No. Yeah. Here go one. I do have one thing. Okay, let's get into... Oh, no. I got 2 things. No, I got 1. So let's get into Boosie. Boosie. So y'all know Boosie is trying to recover. He has been accused of being a deadbeat parent, or at least an abusive parent, by some crazy stalker fan who said that she was in love with Boosie. She had a whole Instagram page dedicated to her and Boosie being married. She had to call CPS around there, and Boosie came on the internet and was begging for somebody to get the lady information. He got the lady information and he was in the clear. Well, then 24 hours or less than 24 hours later, another young lady comes to the internet and tells us that Boosie allegedly essayed her when she was 5 years old. According to the lady, Boosie dated her mother, and she was 5 years old when that happened, and she had to come out and tell her story. Boosie took back to Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, TikTok, and every social media platform that he had to beg the internet to basically give him information on this lady. He offered between $1,000 and $5,000 for that information. He did get the information on the lady, came back and told us that the lady was crazy, that she beat her kids. He said that he was going to make life for her and her kids to live in HE double hockey sticks. Boosie was going in, okay? So now, why is this important? We did get the information, but Boosie said that wasn't enough because he said, this is stuff gonna last on the internet forever. It's never gonna go away. Now, remember I told y'all, New Orleans has its own Instagram, it has its own TikTok, it has its own Facebook, and it has its own Twitter, okay? I don't know about Twitter, but definitely Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. New Orleans is its own entity. Yes, it is a part of the United States, but it's really its own country, okay? And because of that, a lot of news that happens on New Orleans Talk, New Orleans Gram, and New Orleans Book is only happening there, but people who know about it come over there to clear things up. Now, one of these things, and this person is not a New Orleans person. His name is OG Murder. He is a content creator from New Orleans. He got a platform on YouTube. I do follow him on Instagram. I used to watch a lot of his YouTube content, but he's super funny. It's an old dude from uptown New Orleans, and he be saying, "Oh Lord, I know you're killing me." Shout out to OG Murder. So OG Murder having basically the reins on New Orleans TikTok, New Orleans Gram, and New Orleans Book. He came out and made a comment or made a video basically about Boosie and these allegations, and he kind of said what I said. Like, nigga, you looking a little suspect. Like, niggas is scratching their wigs trying to figure out what done happened. Because Boosie is moving a little funny. Well, Boosie heard that OG Murder, who's, like I told you, who has the reins on New Orleans tea and gossip right now. Boosie heard about this because Mia X also dropped down in the comments and was like, yeah, it's kind of funny to me too. And this really hurt Boosie feelings. So Boosie went over to New Orleans Gram, New Orleans Talk, and New Orleans Book to set the record straight that not only he feels some type of way about OG Murder putting his name out there, but he really feels some type of way about Mia X dropping down in the comments and agreeing. So y'all come on in, get the likes up on the video, and let's get into Boosie as he described the way he felt hurted by Mia X and OG Murder. Y'all get the likes up.
Yeah, brother, nigga said first he said, if somebody lying, they need to go to jail. But R. Kelly, well, I ain't believe R. Kelly did it, and he did it. So I can't woo the woo. Then Mia come under there like, you right. You right, OG Murder. Come on, bro. That shit hurt my feelings with Mia, bro. Like, come on, man. How bad I've been Hunter trying to do a song with her, bro. We good. I'm straight. First, he started off with, if somebody lying on you, they need to go to jail. Then he skipped to, I don't know what to believe. Don't say nobody was defending me. That's what podcasts do on his Instagram. Now, he started off with, if a bitch lying, she need to go to jail. Then he flipped to, because I don't know what to believe. I ain't believe R. Kelly did it, but he did it. So what is you saying? You don't know what to believe. Mia come under there and say, you right, Murder, you right. She supposed to come up there and say, no, man, Boosie ain't do that. That girl is lying. That what was said, my nigga. That's how it went, bro. That's how it went. What's your name? Ho be hating? That's how it went, bro. That's exactly how it went, bro. Go look at it again. He started off with, man, a hoe need to go to jail if they lying on people. But I don't know. She could not be lying. I don't know. I ain't believe R. Kelly did it and he did it. So what that's telling you, bro? Man, bro, I'm not going to go back and forth with you. You're going to make me block you, bro. The dudes, did you hear what he said? They said R. Kelly didn't do it, but he did it. So I don't know what to believe. You didn't hear? That is Slick Side saying I could have did it. You didn't hear that, bro? He said they said R. Kelly didn't do it and he did it. So what is that telling you, my nigga? What is he saying? He not saying I didn't do it. Come on, bro. Yeah, brother, nigga said first he said, if somebody lying, they need to go to jail.
So let's drop down in the comments because shout out to Too Much Tea on YouTube. Shout out to Too Much Tea. That's my little sis. I've never even met this person, but somehow I think me and her had a little one, two yin yang. Shout out to Too Much Tea. She do a lot of New Orleans gossip too. But listen, under Too Much Tea's post on Instagram, Mia X jumps in and she says, Boosie, I said he's right that someone who lies should go to jail. I think she lied and should go to jail. That's what I was responding to. Now, OG Murder responds and says, what the F? How Boosie mad at Murder for being fair? Murder never accused him of nothing. Boosie got me bad on this one. He said he coming at somebody who he feel innocent. He down bad. Let me just be honest. Boosie wanted blind loyalty. What Boosie wanted was the fact that he's Boosie, he's the bigger person of the two. Well, I ain't gonna say the bigger person of the three because Mia X is really bigger. But Boosie is more relevant today. So he's the bigger person of the three of them out of Louisiana. And what Boosie wanted was for them to just be blindly loyal and say there's no way Boosie could have did that. He wanted them to jump out the window and be like, that's not true. Even if they had the facts or not, he didn't care. He wanted them to do what celebrities do with each other, just have their back. And that just didn't go like that. Now, Mia X is very, to me, this is just my opinion. Mia X is very corporate, very industry sometimes. So her backpedaling, saying, oh no, Boosie, I wasn't saying it like that. And let me say this. I don't know if Mia X is backpedaling. Maybe that is originally what she meant. Maybe she originally only meant that whoever's lying, they should go to jail. But it does give me corporate tease that she's backpedaling because I've seen her do this before in the past. I've never forgiven her or Juvenile for vax that thing up. I'm not going to forgive them for that because a lot of Black Americans went and got vaccinated because they did a video called Vax That Thing Up, okay? I'm going to hold on to it till I can't hold on to it no more. But Mia X is very corporate, so it would give me that she would back it up or back up and lie and say, oh, no, it wasn't like that. But it's just giving y'all need to say what you say and mean what you say and stand on it, okay? At the end of the day, it looks funny. If none of this was true and this came out of nowhere, all Boosie would have had to do is come to the internet and say, I don't know this girl. I don't know her mama. This is all fabricated, made up lies, okay? That's all he would have had to do. Or he could have said, I do know her mama. I do remember this little girl, but that is a lie. He's going all around the world to say it's everything but not. I'm going to get into, let me let y'all see what OG Murder said so y'all can get into what OG Murder originally said, and then you can go off of why Boosie feels some type of way. Check it out. Y'all like the video, please?
This is my thing. And this what I feel. This just wholeheartedly what I feel. If you come out with an accusation like this on a person and it's not true, you should go to jail. Straight up. I feel like that law should be enforced because too many people doing this shit. If you fucking come out, it's cool if you come out. But if you come out and you fucking blatantly lying, your ass should be arrested. That should be something that should be passed, bro. For real, dog. The world need that rule because that's fucked up for you to come out here and put that kind of shit on somebody's name, bro. People don't forget that shit. Even if you prove not guilty, people don't forget that shit. You be remembered for that shit. I'm not going to call you a liar yet because you never know. I wouldn't have thought R. Kelly did the shit he did. You know what I'm saying? So I ain't going to just disregard you. I ain't going to disregard you because I could be victim shaming right now. I don't know. But, man, it's kind of shaky. It's kind of shaky, bro. Coming out here with these kind of accusations, you should be able to stand on it. So I'm just on something. Let's see what happens shit. I ain't going to treat Boosie like a predator. I ain't going to treat her like a liar because we got to wait till shit come out. Because what if you calling Boosie a predator and the man ain't did nothing? Or what if you calling her a liar and she telling the truth? So basically what I'm saying is right now, we don't know. And like, I can't just come out and say it because then it's going to look bad on you, on whoever side, whoever get proven right if you pick the wrong side. See, I'm standing in the safe zone. I'm standing in the middle. Nigga ain't about to have me looking stupid either way the cut go. I'm standing right here. Now, see, this is my thing. And this what I feel.
Now, I think what OG Murder said was fair. I think what he said was more than fair. He didn't convict Boosie. He didn't say Boosie was telling the truth or lied. All the nigga said was, I don't know what side to pick because you don't want to be on the wrong side of this. Nobody is with Boosie 24 hours out of the day, 7 days a week to know if Boosie's lying or tell the truth. Okay? Like, I don't understand this whole thing where Boosie wants this blind loyalty, but that's that industry system that they have. Somebody said the chick's family already said her daughter is crazy and she was lying. They're going to court with Boosie on his side. Now, I did get that. I did talk about that last time we spoke about this situation. But let me be honest. I do know family will turn on people for clout and money. I'm not saying that the girl telling the truth or lying either. I don't know. But I do know Boosie being a celebrity and this girl being some regular person, there's a lot of people in her family that would mind just for free, just because it's Boosie. You see what I'm saying? He don't even have to give her money. But even if he gave her money, just off the cuff that is Boosie, is a lot of people in her family that'll run to the front of the line just to say whatever they got to say. So I don't even trust that. You see what I'm saying? My thing is, Boosie didn't have to go to her family. Boosie could have came out here and said whatever he said without ever opening his mouth on this girl's family, and he could have said what was said, and we would have went with the move. But Boosie did not. What Boosie did was came out and went all around the world to talk about, oh, I talked to the auntie, I talked to the uncle, I talked to the grandma. Nigga, we don't care about none of that. All you had to do is come out and say this is a lie, it's not true, and leave it there. Prove it's not true from the inside, not from the outside. So it do look funny. And OG Murder ain't said nothing wrong. He ain't said nothing wrong. And shout out to OG Murder for standing on his square in the comments. Nigga, I ain't said nothing wrong. I said I don't know. What you want me to just jump out the window and say it's not true because you Boosie? Because that's what Boosie wanted. Boosie wanted everybody to say it ain't true simply because he's Boosie. And now I'm really looking at you sideways, Boosie boo. Now I'm really looking at you sideways. Because why you want people to just be blatant liars? What's going on? Like they say, a lie don't tell who kill it. No, a lie don't tell who kill it. A lie don't care who tell it. You know what I was about to say. Let's move on. Did y'all see this AI video of 50 Cent, of Usher versus Justin Bieber? There's this AI video going around of Justin Bieber and 50 Cent. No. Justin Bieber and Usher. So at first this picture was put out to the internet and it was put out as it was real that Usher and Justin Bieber got into a little fight, little fisticuff in the club. I remember seeing it and I knew right off the bat that was a lie. Well, then it came out later that this picture was AI, right? But it didn't matter because 50 Cent is on his whole bully thing and he saw the picture and reshared it, and this is what he said. It says, hold on. It says 50 Cent dropped down in the comments and says, I was a baby. Why you let him do that to me? What? I was a baby. Why you let him do that to me? That's what I thought when I saw this picture. Okay, that's what he said. What? That's what I thought when I saw this picture. He maybe should have put a comma. Okay, so he's saying that when he saw the picture, it captioned, I was a baby. Why you let them do this to me? He's making fun of Justin Bieber allegedly being assaulted by Diddy when he was a kid. We all know the whole video, the whole movement, the whole story that Justin Bieber was brought to Diddy's flavor camp, Puffy flavor camp or whatever it was. The rumor was that Usher went and dropped this little boy off, Justin Bieber, and when he dropped Justin Bieber off, he got plucked to be the big star that he was. Read in between the lines, okay? So that's why 50 was trolling and making these comments. He's not letting up off of the Diddy thing. He's not letting up off of Diddy, and I guess he's going to continue to troll. I'm telling y'all, something in my heart tells me that 50 Cent's job in the industry, it never was to be a rapper. It is to do exactly what he's doing right now, to be the face of these clears doing all kinds of stuff to Negroes. Not saying that they don't deserve it, because Diddy deserves all of what he's getting. I'm just saying there's something in the milk ain't clean about this 50 Cent character, because that is a character. It's not him. You know what I'm saying? Let's move on. Now I want to get into Mary J, girl. Y'all get the likes up on the video. I was on Instagram minding my business and I saw a video with Mary J. Blige, and she was speaking about her experience meeting one of her idols. Now we all know Mary J. has been announced as the Queen of Soul. Nope. What is Mary Queen of? Not soul, because the Queen of Soul is Aretha Franklin. Queen of Hip Hop Soul? Drop down in the comments and let me know. But anyway, Mary was sitting down having an interview and she was talking about being the queen of hip hop soul or whatever she is. She spoke to one of her idols and met them and she couldn't wait to meet them. And they told her, girl, you need to fix your tone. You dead in the ears, girl. The way your ears and your throat supposed to work, it don't work. And for those who don't know what I mean, what I'm saying is this. People who sing supposed to have an ear. Because in order for you to sing really well, you got to be able to hear yourself. Meaning you got to be able to know when your note is on or off. That's a person who has an ear. Okay? They can have a note come out and say immediately, wait, that's wrong. That's what having an ear is. Most of your great singers have ears. Whitney had an ear. Aretha had an ear. Shaka had an ear. All of the greats had an ear. You have to have an ear because if you can't tell when you off, then the music ain't gonna come out right. That's why most of y'all new singers sound a mess. Most of them don't have no ears. All of they doing is going in the studio, letting the AI and the what do they call it? The auto-tune correct it, and they going on about their business. Okay. Now, okay, so Mary J gets into the studio, does her thing. She's the queen of R&B, hip-hop R&B, or whatever the case may be. And Mary meets some of her idols, okay? Now, one of the idols she meets, she didn't say who it was. Now, I have speculation that it's Aretha. And all the way up until I got right here in the video, I'm thinking now it may be Chaka Khan, but we'll get into it. So Mary J meets one of her idols, and I believe to be Aretha. Some people believe to be Chaka. Either way, one of the GOATs that came before her, somebody with an ear, because Mary obviously don't have one. And let's be clear. Let's be 100% clear. If we're going to be honest with each other, Mary has the hits down pat to the ground, but Mary cannot sing. Mary's not one of the best singers that we have. She's just not. She's never been. Mary has been pitchy since she came out. The thing that gets us for Mary, the thing that makes us forget that Mary has a very pitchy sound is because Mary has soul. We've spoken about this. There are a lot of great singers. If they don't have soul, it hit different. I'll give you an example. What's that clear girl that's saying, there's a fire starting in my heart? Adele. Very great singer, but Adele don't have no soul. That's why Adele can make all kinds of music, but for some odd reason, you don't feel it. See, when a person has soul in their music, you feel it before you hear it. Mary J. Blige, not Mary J. Yeah, Mary J. But a person, I'll give you an example of somebody who has soul would be like Marvin Gaye, Patti LaBelle, Chaka Khan, Aretha, The Temptations. You know what I'm saying? Like, before you get to enjoy the sound of the music, you feel it. Those people have soul. Mary J. Blige may not have the most talented gift in vocal singing, but Mary has soul. It don't matter if she's pitchy in the song. Luther, definitely. James Brown, definitely. See, it don't matter if she's pitchy in the music because Mary has an abundance of something that most people don't have, which is soul. So when Mary get on the track and holler, broken heart again, another lesson learned, better know your friends. If we being honest with each other and we take away the wow factor of it being Mary sound pitchy and she sound like she rap singing on that bitch. Let's be honest. Mary is not the best singer. Mary actually falls down in the ground with the Janet Jacksons of the world. She just do. I said what I said. I said what I said, and it's not up for debate. Go argue with your mom, okay? Mary is not the greatest singer, but she has soul. So when Mary comes across a person with singing ability and soul, they're going to tell her, you look a mess and you sound a mess, girl. Now, like I said, Mary's going to give us a story of when she met one of her idols, how she was so excited to meet them. And the first thing they could tell her was dye your roots and fix your pitch. Let me just say this. They told her right. They did. Nah, we've been letting Mary get away for far too long, barely knowing how to sing. I got to say that part, okay? The music is amazing. I'm not taking nothing away from the music. The music is amazing, but we've let Mary get away far too long with this B+, C- voice, okay? So when whoever said this, I believe to be Aretha, but like I said, all the way up until now, I think it probably was Chaka because Mary did do the song Sweet Thing. I will love you anyway. Even if you cannot stay. You see what I'm saying? She did redo Aretha. I mean, not Aretha, Shaka Khan's song. So I can see it possibly being her. I think it was Aretha because Aretha was more foretelling with how she felt. But we gonna get into it and we'll go. I'll let y'all decide who y'all think it is. Let's get into Mary tell her story about one of the icons, baby, basically getting her together as they should. Whoever it was, I'm glad you did.
May have heard this before, but I ain't saying no names.
But you ain't saying no names.
I just met this person and I was so excited to meet them. And this is when, you know, back then when your roots was dark and your hair was blonde, but people didn't know what it was.
Now, who put Jaguar right in the chat? Who said it was bald head Jaguar that told Mary she needed to fix her pitch? You know what? Quiet as it's kept. I believe it. I believe Mary ran into bald head Jaguar somewhere in the back of a Chevy, and bald head Jaguar pulled her to the side and said, "Look, Mary, I love you down, but you need to dye your roots and fix your pitch." I believe it. Shout out to bald head Jaguar. I believe it. Let's move on.
But we knew what it was. Okay. So this person goes, "You really should dye your hair, your roots the same color as your hair, and you need to learn how to sing on key." I ain't saying no names, but I was like, okay, let me go and see if I'm singing flat or whatever that means.
Right.
So, but I ain't saying no names. I was like, that was fucked up because I was excited to meet this person, and I mean like gung ho.
Somebody that you really looked up to.
Someone that I absolutely love so much. And
yeah, that's tough.
And that's what they said to me. Like it was my first time, and they was like, froze me like that. And I thought it was gonna be like, hello, and you know, you need to it was very petty, and you need to sing on key. I was like,
yeah.
I was crushed.
But that's why you speak about being humble and treating people a certain way.
Yeah, I try to be.
Ooh, somebody said Prince, and let me tell you something. You just opened a whole nother can, because Prince definitely would have told her. Oh, we gonna get into it. Let Mary finish. But let me tell y'all something. One of them old school people who got it out the mud, who used to sing down in the church where they didn't have no AC and they was sweating. One of them ones came up out of the church. Let me tell you, one of them would have pulled, if not one, multiple of them would have pulled her ass to the side and said, "Come here." Because that's what the elders used to do. See, the elders don't do that no more. But that's what we need. I can almost guarantee a Prince could have pulled her to the side and said, "Look, come here. You need to fix your pitch and your hair look a mess." I can see it. Let me let her finish though. Hold on.
Treat people kind. But if you do some funny, stupid shit, I might say some, you know, it's not going to feel good. Yeah, but the people do stupid stuff. They say stupid stuff, and I just get them a stupid response.
Yeah.
You know? But I ain't saying no names.
Yeah. We can't be doing that to each other, people. You know, just be nice.
It's life. You can't tell these people that they can't. They going. It's the world. They're gonna do what they do.
Yeah.
And you may have heard this before, but I ain't saying no names.
But you ain't saying no.
Let me say this. Some people saying Whitney. I don't think Whitney, and let me tell you why. Not that Whitney wouldn't say it, because the Whitney Houston would definitely say it. But Whitney was kind of, when it came to the industry, certain people, she was kind of a girl's girl, if it made sense. Don't get me wrong, Whitney had spared no chance to come on here to tell y'all Mariah can't sing the way y'all thought she could. Whitney would tell you that in any given Sunday, her and her mammy. However, Whitney was kind of the girl who was helping, not even helping, but she was kind of applauding a lot of the new girls coming in. I'm not saying she wouldn't have said it. I definitely believe she would have said it, but I don't think it was Whitney. My top 3, 4, I would say would be Anita Baker. No, not Anita Baker. It would be Aretha Franklin, because Aretha Franklin didn't care who it was. If she thought it, she said it, and it was unapologetic, okay? So number 1, I was thinking Aretha, because Aretha probably was one of those people Aretha used to do that to her peers, okay? Aretha used to do that to her peers, so I know for a fact she would have done it to Mary, okay? Then on top of that, I can say my next person would be Chaka Khan. And the reason why I would say Chaka Khan, Phyllis Hyman too, I forgot about her. But the reason I would say Chaka Khan is because she did remake Chaka Khan's song, Sweet Thing. Y'all remember the song, Whoa, Whoa, Sweet Thing. Now, I will say this. If Chaka Khan was the one who said it, I don't think Chaka Khan came off mean. I think Chaka Khan was probably high as the cost of living, probably just got off the ski slopes and smoked some weed, and probably seen Mary at an event and said, I've been wanting to tell you this. Come here, girl. I like the song. I don't really too particularly care for it, but let me tell you what you need to do. You see what I'm saying? Whereas if it was my auntie my auntie Rita would have said, come here, little girl. Come here. I don't give a damn how many records you sold. Come here. Let me tell you something. You're doing all right, but you're not doing good enough. You need to dye them roots on your head. You look a mess, and you need to go find a vocal coach to go let somebody fix your pitch. That's what it gives me Auntie Rita would have said. You feel what I'm saying? Whereas Chaka would have been like, I don't like the song. I really feel like you could have done X, Y, and Z. I could just see all of the elders, not just one. I could see a lot of the elders telling Mary that. And if they did, they would have told her exactly right. Because regardless of how good the music was as a vocalist, that means take away the background music, take away the writers, take away all of these things. As a vocalist, Mary J. Blige, when we get comfortable enough, we're going to have the conversation that Mary J. Blige can't really sing like that. She can't. I'm just saying. She just got soul. That means when she opened her mouth, for some odd reason, the vibration of her voice make us feel something, okay? But ultimately, like I said, whoever told her that did the right thing. It kind of worked because I want to say she's got a little better. But if y'all go back and listen to that 411 album, Mary was pitchy as a dog. Go back and listen to What's the 411. Don't even get me started in All I Really Want Is to Be Happy. That whole thing is out of pitch. The whole chorus is out of pitch. All I really want is to be happy. You know what it remind me of? Promise me if I tell you what you wanna know. That's what it remind me of. Stop acting crazy, man. Come on, man. I ain't the first one pick this up. Stop acting crazy. We love Mary down, but we got to say the quiet part out loud. The whole first album was pitchy. Say what I said. And I'm not no vocal coach. I ain't no professional. I just know how to sing. And because I've been listening to music all my days and I know how to sing, I know what I've been hearing all my life. And Mary been pitchy all my life. Okay? Speaking of, that My Life album was fire, okay? If you look in my life, you see what I see. Even at la-na-na-na-na. Girl, pitchy, girl, please. Girl, please. When they said they found Mary in the mall, I remember thinking that shit, they should have found me. If that's what y'all did, all y'all needed was a B-girl with some bamboo earrings. Girl, they should have came down to New Orleans at the Plaza and found me. Girl, because Mary can't sing. I said what I said. But shout out to Mary. We here for it. Shout out to Mary. Y'all do remember when they was trying to make Faith Evans the Mary that could sing? Oops. Was you there? Put a 3 in the chat if you was there. I was there. When they came out with the fake Mary that know how to sing for real. Faith Evans. Oops. The one who could really hit the notes. Oops. No wonder Mary started beefing with Puff. Nigga, you gonna go get me a doppelganger and the bitch could sing better than me? Oh, yeah. If you was there, you know what I'm talking about. So just to give y'all a little backstory, Mary was that girl. Puff went found him a Mary lookalike, a doppelganger. Her name was Faith Evans. Hello, because I bought the album. Stop acting crazy. I went to the store and bought the album, girl. Please. Did buy the album, know the album from front to bike. From front to bike. Still listen to the album in 2026. And baby, when Mary looked at that doppelganger and said, and this bitch know how to sing. Oh yeah, her and Puff beef about 10, 15 years. Girl, I was there, please. Give me the reason to love you. Stop acting crazy. And I want to love you more. Stop acting crazy, man. You got to know the album to know that when Puff dropped Faith, and that Faithfully, is that the name of it? Faithfully? With Faith with that side profile with that mole right here? With the gold hair with that mole right here? Girl, please. Girl, please. You had to be there. Was at Circuit City buying my album. Sure was. I ran with my neck up like this, girl. Ran down to the nearest Best Buy Circuit City to buy my album. Sure did, and I'll never regret it. Best album Faith put out. Said what I said. That was the best album Faith put out. Period. That's Faith's best album. That first album, the best album. And it's not up for debate. It's not up. It's really not. It's just. But that's how dirty Puffy was too. Now that I'm thinking about it, Puffy did that on purpose. He went found him a doppelganger on Mary. Girl, you know, Mary didn't work with Puff for a long time after that. Mary was hurt behind that, baby. Yes, she was. I was there. Don't tell me what I know, because I was there. Mary felt some type of way for a long time. He went and got Faye, girl. And I said, oh, Mary, you wrong for that. But speaking of being wrong for that, who cares? Because Mary can't sing. And I'm glad whoever told her that told her. Because we've been trying to say it for the longest down here. You know what I'm saying? Mary got a cute little sniggly giggly voice around the house, but not too much. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't put her in the top vocalist at all. Now let's move on, y'all. Like the video, please. Please, please, please like the video. Now let's get into Doja Cat. Now y'all remember yesterday or day before yesterday, I shared a video of Doja Cat talking about how she had pranked her father. Let me get it up here since some of y'all may or may not have seen it. So Doja Cat pranks her father because Doja Cat had a show in South Africa. Most of y'all don't know this, but Doja is half orange juice and half South African. So Doja does this show in South Africa, and all she wanted was nothing more but to see her daddy. But apparently her daddy is an actor and a deadbeat. He told her he couldn't come. He had things to do. So Doja Cat then turned around and sent him a prank, which was gay, PORN, trying to get the daddy's response. And we're going to get into that because then the daddy responded to that as well. Let's get into Doja telling us, giving us the story of how she pranked her daddy for not coming to her show. Like the video, guys.
Later note, I was messaging my father because he's here in Africa, and he said that he couldn't make it to my show because I don't message him enough, and I didn't call him on WhatsApp. So I sent him gay porn, and I said, if you go to this link, you can get a ticket. It's super duper easy. And he said, oh, yes, I will send this to my management. My management will handle all of this at the moment. I'm just very busy doing costume and rehearsal. So at the moment, I cannot do this myself. So fair, right? And so then he's at work, right? And he's working. And so he just keeps on messaging me. And he says, I'm just very busy right now. And I can't get to the phone. I can't do this at the moment. And then keeps messaging that to me. And then I sent him the website again. He said, what is the website? Because we were messaging each other, but he didn't see the link the first time. And so I sent it again. And he said, darling, what is this? What I'm seeing is gay porn. It's like a porno on my screen. And I don't know if it's a scam because I feel like I'm scamming here. So please, sweetheart, I don't know what to do with this. I can't get the ticket. On a light.
So that was Doja Cat sharing her experience of trying to get her dad to come to her show, but the daddy felt like, girl, you don't call me, so no, I ain't coming. Now, I don't like the response, but it's very clear of her to do that. Remind you, she is half orange juice, okay? Don't let that go over your head. Now, let's be clear. I remember when Doja Cat first popped off saying, bitch, I'm a cow. Bitch, I'm a cow. Put a 3 in the chat if y'all remember that. If y'all don't know, Doja got her first start on Facebook. I remember her on Facebook on the video saying, bitch, I'm a cow. She's dressed up in this cow costume and she made this song and she go, and it go, moo. It was so lame and stupid, but somehow it was catchy. Now, I didn't know then that she was half orange juice, but now that I know it now, it makes sense why it went viral. Because when you really think about it, it was something that was replayed over and over again. And we kind of fell in love with it because it just kept being replayed. Okay? Yeah, she had French fries in her nose and all kinds of stuff. It was crazy. But that's how Doja was discovered through Facebook. Kind of like Sexy Red getting discovered on Facebook. Doing that, making my way down through the hood, walking fast, kind of like that, or whatever. Anyways, during this time, I read up on Doja because, no, I'm lying. There was a video that went viral right after that where Doja was in this chat room or this app or something with a bunch of clears. Now, mind you, Doja is a half and half. Her mama is orange juice, which is clear, and her daddy is a black South African, right? But I recall like it was yesterday, Doja was in this chat room and she became under fire because Doja was in there with some clear men using the N-word with the hard E-R. And they were being hella racist. When I say racist AF, I mean racist AF. It got so bad to the point that one of the clear dudes came into her chat room while she was in there trying to play racist against black people. Listen, I was there. She was on a live in some sort of chat room trying to be racist against black Americans, calling us N-words with a hard ER, and they laughing and joking. And then some clear man came in there and called her an N-word with a hard ER. Because remember, even though she's half and half, one of those halves is still black. Even though she ain't a nigga, she's a black South African, yet and still she is melanated. So another clear dude came in and was dragging her. So people were kind of throwing a lot of stuff out there like, yo, like this girl is a racist. And people are like, well, she can't be racist because she's mixed. I need y'all to understand mixed people can definitely be racist. And I need y'all to understand this is also, stop thinking because a person has black in them that they are 100% black. A half and half or a mixed breed person or a mixed race person is just that. Mixed race. That means there's half black genetics in her and there also have clear genetics in her. I need y'all to understand that. She has both. One don't go away because they say that the black genetics are stronger. She still has clear genetics inside of her. So it does, half of her can definitely adapt to being racist against blacks because guess what? She's half clear. And on top of that, she's still not a black American. And the N-word, especially with the hard ER, is only specific to black Americans in this continent. So she can definitely be racist toward black Americans here because her father is South African, not black American, and her mother is orange juice. She's clear. She just didn't expect it to double back on her when it did. You see what I'm saying? But that's what a lot of half and halves run into, not just on the clear side. I've heard them say they run into it on the black side. It's almost like you can't be too black, or I'm sorry, you'll never be black enough and you'll never be clear enough. This is why I suggest that half and half people need to just be their own race. But that's just me. They used to be their own race back in the day. They used to call them mulatto. That was a real race. See, back in the day, she wouldn't be black. She wouldn't be white. She'd be mulatto. Because it was a real race. Okay? Now it's forcing these people to have to pick a side, and whenever they do, it's never really enough, okay? This is just what I hear from the half and halves. I got a niece that's a half and half, and I hear it from her. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just telling y'all what I hear, okay? I'm not a half and half, I'm a Negro. I'm just saying. Anyways, so after Doja did this video, and mind you, we know what we know about Doja being a prior racist, and I think if she was racist then, she's racist now. You're not going to get me to believe that Doja don't feel like that no more. I just don't believe it. I think that's in her heart, and that's how she was raised. Now, why is this important? Her father saw that she went viral for telling everybody that she sent them gay porn, so he decided to come to the internet and say his side. In his side of the story, the father's telling us that not only is her mother clear, which is obvious, he said that the mama and her kids are racist AF. The man says that when he met this woman, she had three clear children, and he helped to take care of this clear woman and her 3 kids, and then he got her pregnant with Doja, and he had to get the hell from around there because they all racist. And my thing is, we don't care, Mr. South Africa, but spill the tea so we can kind of confirm some of the things we already knew. Let's get into the father side of the story. Like the video, y'all.
Today, I want to tell the world, I'm not going to be used by a white woman with 3 kids, that I was feeding those kids. I took care of her kids, Deborah. 3 kids, white kids. They hated me. Or if in every social media platform. Today, it's a day for me because I know everyone has been saying, but Dumsan is quiet, he's not saying anything. Today, I want to tell you the fact. I've worked so hard to make my name, which is my reputation. I've worked so hard to fight for this country with Sarafina. And then I made, today, I want to tell the world, I'm not going to be used by a white world to be where it is. And then I happened to meet Doja Cat, so-called Doja Cat, but I named her Zandile. And then I've been sad, but no one knows what happened. But today, without a media briefing, guys, let me tell you, you can't be in a foreign country and find a woman, a white woman with 3 kids, and then you make 2 kids with her, and then she becomes so lucky that she gives birth to the superstar. And then she gives information to the superstar that your father is not a good man to be where it is. I'm talking about a white woman, Jewish woman. Today, I want to tell the world that I'm not going to be used by a white woman with 3 kids, that I was feeding those kids with the money of Sarafina. And my name and my reputation as a good man, I love my kids. I took care of her kids, Deborah. 3 kids, white kids, they hated me. And on top of that, I spoke to Deborah that I would love you to come home. And she came home, she met my family, but no one ever talked about that. And today, just because I gave birth to a superstar with money, and then it happened that a woman brainwashed my baby, that I left her. I never left my kid. And everyone saw it. She played the cards because of influence of her mother. She came to South Africa. She just got power to see me. And she faked it. So what I want to say is to say to you guys, I am sorry if I've touched anyone's nerve. I'm a man of integrity, respect, and love. Please don't hate my payment. Brainwash.
On a
So, okay, that was the dad, and that's what the daddy had to say. Now, in Doja Cat's defense, I will say this. One of the things I did learn about her when I found out she was a racist, one of the things I did learn about her was that her father was not in her life. And Doja Cat was going live on this little app. I can't remember what the name of it was. And she spoke about how her daddy was a deadbeat, how her mama raised her. She was raised around nothing but clears. This is what Doja said at the time. I remember before she became a star. She said she was raised around nothing but clear people. She wasn't raised around black people. She said she had hardly ever, if I can remember, if ever even gone to South Africa. She said her daddy wanted nothing to do with her. And honestly, it makes sense as to why she came out the way that she came out, because Doja is thrown off. She's weird. Something is wrong with her. And coming up under these clears and that orange juice family, it may sound about right. Okay. Yeah, I remember she did say she didn't know what to do with her hair. I forgot about that. Y'all wasn't there, and I don't know why I was there to see this. Because even when I was watching this back then, in my mind, I remember following this story like, why do I even care? Now I know. I didn't know I needed to watch it then, so I can come over here and talk to y'all about it today. Because this is back then when I didn't have no social media platform and wasn't thinking about doing no damn YouTube. But for some, I remember being in the middle of watching this stuff saying, why do I even care about this? I was like, girl, I don't care about this, girl, but I kept going back to it. And it was because I needed to come to y'all today and talk to y'all about it. But anyways, she's always said that she didn't have her father in her life. She's always said that she felt neglected by her daddy and that she was raised around a bunch of clears, which made sense to me then as to why she thought it was cool that she used the N-word and that them clears thought that she was one of her. Because I remember thinking to myself, oh, you thought you was one of them. You thought you was one. I remember saying it to myself. You thought because you half white, you white. And it took some clear dude to come on there to remind her, you ain't one of us. You see what I'm saying? But as the father goes, as it goes for the father, do I believe that that woman is racist? Yes, because I've seen the products. I've seen her children. Yay. I've seen Doja in rare form. Absolutely, I believe that lady was racist. And absolutely, I believe she raised Doja to be racist. And I believe she probably pitted them children against her. I believe that that lady had them kids by this African and went off with them two half and half kids. And I believe she resented it. And I believe she sent Doja and her sister or brother or whoever it was through hell and high water, because now I'm stuck with these half and halves. And I got to explain to everybody why 3 of my children is clear and 2 of them look like Negroes. So I believe she sent them through hell and high water, and Doja would get online and rebel with everybody online because her clear-ass mama just couldn't fathom getting herself around the fact that Doja was half black. Because remember when Doja was coming on here saying she don't know what to do with her hair, she said her mama wouldn't even help her with her hair. So I believe they racist. Yeah, I believe they racist AF. I seen Doja. On top of that, sir, we don't care. You slept with that woman and you took care of 3 clear children. I'm pretty sure there were other people in South Africa wanting to pop you in the back of your head for going over there and cohabitating and procreating with that clear devil. So we don't want to hear it, sir. I wasn't in South Africa, but I can almost guarantee that if I was a South African or if I knew somebody down there in the South African streets, they was over there cussing you out, calling you everything but the child of God for dropping your seed off into that demon seed. I'm almost pretty sure they were saying it. So don't wait till 25, 30, 40 years later to come on here to tell us that she's a demon, because I'm pretty sure it's a whole village behind you saying, duh, duck, duck, goose. You see what I'm saying? So you don't get the buyer's remorse. You took care of all 3 of them demon seeds and the demon mama. So it is what it is. Yeah, now he won't be a victim. Sir, go lay down, please. Have a dirt cookie and go lay down. We don't want to hear it. You done raised this demon seed. You done had this demon seed with that clear woman. Now you got her on here sending you gay porn. Now you can't get mad at us. These are your decisions and your results for your decisions. Let's move on. Get off of here, sir. Please and thank you. Now, I heard you was a deadbeat. They said you didn't want nothing to do with Doja. They said Doja used to call crying saying, Daddy, love me, please. And you were saying, get that little mud away from me. That's what they said. I didn't say it. Okay? Now the girl done became grown. She famous. Now she blasting you and throwing you out there. You can't get mad. That's how it go, sir. That's how it go. And the next time you see a clear woman with 3 children, run the other way. And you know what's crazy? I can almost guarantee you that wasn't his last clear woman. How much you want to bet? How much you want to bet she wasn't the last clear woman he was with? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I can almost put my neck on the chopping board. She wasn't the first, and she damn sure wasn't the last. So, sir, go lay. Mr. South Africa, go lay. We don't want to hear it. Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video. And right, this coming off of apartheid and he go get that clear woman pregnant. I'm with the village. They probably oust that nigga out of there. I would have. Yeah. I should have been in charge of the village. Because y'all don't know this. He actually is an actor. He like a well-renowned actor out there in Africa, in South Africa. Like he famous. So yeah. Thank you for the super chat, Simply Monique. She says, I just Googled it, boo. It's Shaka. I can believe it. Thank you, boo. I appreciate you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They say it was Shaka who told Mary she couldn't sing and to dye her roots. Sound about right. Sound about right. But I think it was Shaka, Aretha, Nita. I think everybody was over there telling her. Let's move on, though. Y'all get the likes up on the video. Now, I want to move to the next story that I have. Mr. Doja Cat. Coming on here with the buyer's remorse 20 years later. Go lay, sir. We don't want to hear it. We don't care. That is not our business, and we don't care, sir. Too late to have your buyer's remorse. You should have had it back then when you were skeeting. Now, let's get into Jason Lee and the tea with Tip. Let's get into some tea with Tip and Tiny. So, let me see if I can find that video. Hold on. Let me see if I can find that video. Let me see. Because I want y'all to see it. This was on the show, T.I., Tiny, Floyd. Let me see. Let me see if I can pull up the video. So y'all can kind of understand why this is important. Yeah, here you go. So, all right. Y'all remember back in the day, in the early 2000s, when content was not on the internet, and we had to really get the gossip in the streets for real. If you guys recall, T.I. and Tiny, although have been married for a long time and have open relationships, allegedly, T.I. and Tiny had a spout where they almost broke up. That Tiny had went bought a new house. Tiny had moved in a whole new house, baby, and it was on the show, the Tip and Tiny show with them churn, playing like the Cosbys. Remember that? They was on the show playing like the Cosbys, and Tip was over here dropping whole peen off and 6.5 shoe sizes off in these girls' whackers or whatever. Now, let's be clear. It has been said around the internet and around the ATL streets that T.I. and Tiny have an open relationship. The rumor was back then, Tiny had a friend called, what's that lady name? Bernice? Burgers? What's the lady name, girl? Let me go get the lady on here so y'all can see what I'm talking about. The lady Bernice. Let me see if I can Google her so y'all can see her. Bernice. That's Burgers. We about to go get her. Don't worry about it. So, okay. Let's go get the lady. So, this the lady Bernice. Can y'all hardly see that? Let me go pull her up in the article. This was the rumors back in the day. Y'all see this lady Bernice? Bernice about 60, but she looked 25. So the lady Bernice, that's her. She, I allegedly was Tiny's friend. I'm just giving y'all the tea how it came to me back in the day. She was Tiny's friend. Tiny invited her around the house. But remember, Tiny and T.I. have an open relationship. They screw girls together. Now, according to Tiny, her and Bernice was cool. And then she found out Bernice was sleeping with Tip. Now, let me just say what I was thinking back in the day when it all popped off. I think that Tiny brought Bernice in for a threesome with Tip. And the threesome started going on and they was having a gay old time. And then all of a sudden, Tiny thought the threesome was over. But Tip kept screwing with Bernice. That's what I thought then, okay? And I still think it now, okay? I don't care what nobody says. But why is this important? Because I need y'all to know who Bernice is as we get into this tip. So now, if y'all recall, back then, when Tiny found out that Tip was still sleeping with Bernice, allegedly, Tiny went and bought her own house. And on the season of Tip and Tiny's Family Hustle, Tiny did a season where she had moved in her house and she was like, I'm done with Tip. I'm getting a divorce. She was like, because this nigga keep cheating. Now, to the average person who didn't know they was having freak-offs like 90 going west, they didn't understand that it was different. It was different with how she was describing the cheating because it wasn't like cheating in your relationship. In your relationship, I'm supposed to be monogamous. You supposed to be monogamous. That means you're not supposed to sleep with nobody else. But in their relationship, it was different. You can sleep with other people. You just got to let me know first. So when Tiny was going around saying that Tip cheated on her, it was kind of like par for the course because it was just like cheating-ish. Not necessarily all the way. At any rate, part of the show, this is the part that went viral that people see all the time. This is the dinner they went to when Tiny and Tip was having a conversation and they're talking about, no, let me back up. I didn't get to this part yet. So in the midst of this break between Tiny and Tip, Tiny decided to go outside in the streets. In the midst of her going outside in the streets, she started frolicking with the likes of Floyd Mayweather. Now, prior to this, a lot of y'all don't know this, Floyd, Tip, Ray J, 50, all of them niggas was cool. At least they was all kind of cool, or they had some sort of mutual friend thing going on, okay? And they all hung out together. So when Tip and Tiny fell out behind the Bernice situation, Tiny went outside, as she should. Tiny went outside, and Tiny was being spotted all over the place with Floyd Mayweather, okay? So we was all like, girl, what is you doing with Floyd? Like, girl, you got a husband. Mind you, Tip was the king, but Tip can't fight. Floyd can fight. So we was all like, girl, what is going on, girl? Why is you over there with Floyd? But Tiny was living her best life. Tiny was everywhere, all in the streets. As you can see, this is the picture somebody caught him in a club. It was rumored around that time that Tiny had went over there to Floyd to give him a little booty. Now, I don't think she did. I don't think she had to because all she needed to do was show Tip, nigga, you keep playing like I ain't who I am. And regardless of how much we make fun of Tiny, Tiny is low-key that girl in the industry. Okay? So when Tiny started popping it off with Floyd, Tip being the king, he felt some type of way because how dare you disrespect the king, even though he cheated first. So Tip and Tiny was out there with Floyd having a gay old time, enjoying herself. And then fast forward, this is the clip that goes viral that we see on the internet. And this is the clip where they were kind of talking in codes. This is from the show, but this is when they were talking in codes. And Tip was telling Tiny, you cheated on me by going hang with the ops. Remember, the ops is Floyd, and they talking in codes. Let's get into this clip that we've all seen on the internet.
And when they got a house somewhere else.
Cause you know that cheating. Yes, sir. For those who don't understand, Tip had some infidelities with a girl who I hired, and that girl is one of the reasons why I got my own house. I ain't intertwining my souls with no mother.
Hey, look, man, let me tell you
I ain't doing none of that. It's totally different from what you're doing.
You done had your when you was out with this dude that you know I don't with.
Out what?
You know.
I went out with them
as it don't matter. You was at his house.
He talking about Floyd. Now, that's why he said you went out with a dude that I had eyes with. He said you were at his house. He talking about Floyd. I just showed y'all the picture.
What you mean?
You was at his house. You in his house.
When? We went together.
Which time?
Don't speak on it as if you know what you're talking about. Like, I know 100% that she slept with. How How do you know that? Because you see me dancing. How does dancing on how do you know that? You don't know. I ain't never stuck in me.
Hey, listen, it's levels to this.
And he never stuck.
It's levels to this.
If him to come.
You left and went and got a house somewhere else.
Because you started cheating.
So as you can see from the clip, Tip was feeling some type of way because not only did she step out, at the time, Floyd was the biggest thing in sports, not boxing. Floyd was the biggest thing in sports. So for Tiny to double bite and go over there and play with Floyd, not only was that a slap in the face to Tip, it was really a punch in the back of the head because, nigga, she done not only played on you, she upgraded way higher than you thought you did with Lil Miss Bernice. Okay, well, let me just be clear. Around this time, it was rumored that that T.I. caught Tiny in the club or whatever, or at least they had this little spout or whatever. And it was also rumored that T.I. and Floyd saw each other at the club and had fisticuffs thrown. Here's a little bit of the video from what was said in question. Now, remember, Floyd is a professional boxer, well-renowned, undefeated. T.I. is a little bitty nigga who wears size 6.5, who's allegedly from Bankhead in the West Side. But according to Shorty Low, he said it must be 2 sides. So we don't know where Tip really from. Neither here nor there. Let's get into a little bit of the clip of that was circulating around the time of the fight. As you can see, you saw it was Floyd. He's out there with his people, and they say it was Tippy Tip and his crew ran up on Floyd because Floyd was out with Tiny, and when they ran up on Floyd, they say allegedly the fisticuffs got the flying, girl. You had to be there. This is before things was viral. This is when everybody was just in. You know what I mean? So everybody was like going crazy, like OMG, not Tip getting into a whole fight with a boxer. And then some people were just like, yo, low key, we respect Tip because Tip was willing to die behind his woman. Now, mind you, this is all because of Tip's doing, because he shouldn't have been sleeping with Bernice. But I told y'all they shouldn't have had her down there at the bedroom. No way. That's my assumption, though. At any rate, let's fast forward because I'm building y'all up to get to why we here today. So all of that happened. It was all popping all over the news, all over the media. Everybody was talking about it. Even Wendy Williams was talking about it. Everybody was talking about this. It was hot topics, hot news. You had to be there. So anyway, I ain't gonna lie. I was thinking there's no way Tip thought he could fight Floyd with Mayweather. And my thought was, if Tip fought Floyd, there's no way he won because Floyd Mayweather is a professional boxer. Like, no way. At any rate, Tip had everybody believing that he swung on Floyd and actually landed some licks and that he kind of had the upper hand, okay? Now, why is this important? Let's get to why we're here today. Fast forward, Jason Lee goes over to Vlad TV. You know Vlad be having the back behind the story scenes tease because he is a Fed, allegedly. So Vlad gets Jason Lee on the podcast, and he's asking Jason Lee, hey, so I had heard back in the day that when Tip and Floyd had that fight, that Tip didn't walk away unscathed. According to the rumors, according to Vlad, he said that Tip had 2 black eyes from that fight. Now, why is this important? Because all the way up until now, we thought Tip had so much heart, 5'5" with the soul of a 6'4" nigga, that he ran up on the king, the real king, Floyd Mayweather, and punked him. So to find out in 2026 that Tip really got hands and feet put on him, and not only that Tip would put makeup on so we couldn't see the black eyes, was a lot for me. So I decided I'm going to come bring it to y'all and see what y'all think. Let's get into Jason Lee telling the backstory, because according to Jason Lee, he heard this from Tiny herself, and Tiny responded to that. Let's get into it, y'all.
I found out about the interview with his wife, Tiny, being an escape. Now, there's the whole story between T.I.
See, I'm learning. Vlad did his research. Yes, we were supposed to interview Escape. I know Candy directly. I didn't know Tiny directly at the time. I mean, I know who she is now. We know each other. I know Tamika now. I don't know her sister, but I was supposed to interview Escape. It was scheduled. We all got to the studio. We were all ready to go. Escape came. And then they escaped. They literally escaped.
That was because of your affiliation with Floyd.
Correct. And Floyd and T.I. had the fight in Vegas where fist fight where T.I. allegedly had 2 black eyes and put makeup on to cover them up. I don't know. That's what Tiny told us. And then, you know, they evaded the interview. And so I went on and talked about that.
T.I. found out about the interview with his wife.
So according to Jason Lee is saying that T.I. had 2 black eyes from that altercation. And not only that, Tiny told him that. Now, why I believe that could be true was because around this time, T.I. and Tiny were not seeing eye to eye. But then again, I feel like Tiny is a bit more loyal than that. But then again, who knows on Mad Day? All I know is, according to Jason Lee, Tiny was the one who came and told him that Tip had 2 black eyes and was wearing makeup to cover it up. Now, this is a small blog story, but ultimately, Tiny dropped down in the comments and responded to this video and said, Jason, I never told you that, my dear. So basically, Tiny is denying the fact that she ever told this to Jason and basically trying to say she don't know where Jason get this from. Now, I'm going to be completely honest. I don't know if Jason made it up. I don't know. I think it's highly possible that during the time they was beefing, Mad Day came and maybe she did say something like that to Jason. I don't know where he was in his content creator gossip blog thing. So maybe it was something she said in confidence. I don't know. But what I do know is I believe that he had the 2 black eyes. And the reason being is because it's T.I. versus Floyd Mayweather. And not only the fact that he's a boxer, I'm pretty sure the people he hang around box or at least know how to fight. I just don't see a day or a time where T.I. could steal off on somebody that's covered like Floyd Mayweather and walk away unscathed. Now, do I believe he had the 2 black eyes and put the makeup on it? Hell yeah. Because the world is a stage and these dudes all lie about their images anyway. They all lie about their images. So I absolutely believe without a doubt that T.I. and Tiny, let me get them back on here, that Tiny did go over to Jason Lee and tell Jason Lee that that Tip had the 2 black eyes. Because you got to keep in mind, Tiny felt hella betrayed because Bernice at the time was the top girl. She was the it girl. And everybody had knew. It was like we knew just as much as we know about Lotto and 21 Savage. Everybody knew that he was sleeping with that lady. That was hella embarrassing for Tiny. So I could definitely see Tiny going to Jason Lee saying, yeah, that nigga got 2 black eyes. I would have did it. Especially if you gonna still sleep with the bitch. I would have did it too. Okay. At any rate, just wanted to share that with y'all. Y'all drop down in the comments and let me know what y'all think. We got to move on. Let's get into Tokyo Toni. Y'all know Tokyo Toni's been getting a lot of backlash here lately. Why? Because Tokyo Toni came on the internet to tell everybody that could listen that she hates her daughter. Who's her daughter? Blacc Chyna. Now, Blacc Chyna and Tokyo Toni, they've been having like this really bad relationship for a long time. When we met them on Zeus Network, it was Tokyo Toni all in Blacc Chyna's face, calling her everything but the child of God. And it was right then I knew that Tokyo Toni was a toxic, evil bitch. And I'm not saying that Blacc Chyna was innocent, but I watched the way that she attacked that girl. And you could tell it was rooted in jealousy, okay? So anyway, Tokyo Toni has recently gone viral for coming on the internet, dragging Blacc Chyna, saying she hate her, she want her to die, all types of stuff. She wish she had abortions, all types of stuff. And at first she was sticking to her gun, saying she don't care because she got a lot of backlash from people online. People were like, yo, now we understand, like you an evil bitch. And at first she was standing on her square. Now she's kind of backing it up by crying and swearing to God she's a victim. And this is a textbook narcissist. This is what they do, especially a textbook narcissist mother. I'm sorry. Let's be clear. A mother who's a narcissist is the worst because typically she gets a lot of people to take her side just off her status of being a mother. Right? And they're able to pull the wool over a lot of people's eyes because in 2026 in these times, typically children are disrespectful to their adult parents. However, these parents understand that they are evil, the ones like Tokyo Toni, and they're able to hide behind their status of mom so that they can get away with doing the horrible, heinous things that they do. But I want to use my platform to come and show y'all that this is not okay, and we are not going to allow this to happen. I don't give a damn how many tattoo tears Tokyo Toni cries. Tokyo Toni is an evil witch who should have not procreated, especially if she was going to procreate a child and hate the child. Let's get into a little bit of what Tokyo was saying prior to today. Let's get into some of the things Tokyo was saying about our own child, y'all. It's ridiculous. Hold on.
Or get tossed out on your motherfucking. Fuck I do to the kids? You hurting your own motherfucking kids. And what is she? That's the only thing? What are you telling them? My God. What are you telling them? What the fuck are you telling them kids? Fuck I do to the kids? You hurting your own motherfucking kids. And what is she? That's the only thing?
I'm assuming she's asking what is she telling them. I'm assuming that she's talking about how Blacc Chyna daughter don't rock with Tokyo Toni. Never did, okay? And maybe she feels like Chyna is doing something and telling them that. But children read energy better than anybody. She don't have to never tell Dream nothing about you, Tokyo Toni. As a baby, that little girl can read your energy and know that you are an enemy to her mother. Okay? You got to know that. I'm not saying that Chyna not telling her something. What I'm saying is she don't have to tell her nothing. Okay?
See, nobody will believe this, but I got to do it.
Hold on. Because we're going to start from the beginning. I want to show y'all some other videos from when she was saying what she was saying originally. Then we're going to get into what she's saying now. Hold on, let me show y'all right quick. This is some of the stuff she was saying.
Dirty mother. She a dirty motherfucker to me, bitch. I can't stand her ass. I wish I would have got an abortion. I don't give a fuck who say it's harsh. Nah, I wish I would have got an abortion. And if she died today tomorrow, she going to hell. I told her that too. You can't name one thing she did because she ain't. It's fake. And I realized when I said it the first time, I got the hammer, of course. And you think I give a fuck about getting a hammer? Bitch, I'm Tokyo. Anything I say in my mouth, I can back it up. Bam, bam, bam. She getting y'all. This witch is getting y'all. This demon is getting y'all. This demon that I birthed. I'm breaking it down today. She in trouble. Bitch, you dirty mother. She a dirty.
Let me see.
My daughter is a nut-ass bitch. You coward asshole. Answer your phone, bitch. Because if I take a flight, down there, I'm going to drag your ass off that ranch, bitch. So now, since you want to throw shit out there to try to make me do what I'm doing, which you should know me by now, bitch. You should know this bitch by now. I'm coming for your ass. I'm coming for your nothing ass abortion having nothing ass bitch. So how many did you suck this week? How many grandkids of mine did you kill before these two, ho? Let's talk about it, bitch. Huh? So now I'm gonna make you hate me, ho. See? I'm gonna make you fucking hate me. Bitches in the public can talk all the fuck they want. I don't give a fuck, bitch. The bitch that lied on me for years. Damn it. She wasn't nowhere around. I wasn't no.
You want another?
I do.
Let's be clear. Thank God we can use our own discernment, because in the past, Tokyo Toni having the status of mom would have completely blinded us and we would have just taken her side. But I thank God, I thank the Most High, the universe, and all of the elements in between, that we now have a thing called discernment and we can see. Tokyo Toni is extremely jealous and hateful of her daughter. She resents the fact that her daughter is better than her in everything. Period. She hates that about her daughter. So every day, Tokyo Toni, whenever she gets mad, she come on here and say the most horrible, heinous things, looking for people to agree with her, because in the past, people have. But in today's society, we are understanding that this type of stuff needs to be shamed and brought out. No, gone are the days where you get to hide behind your title as a mother and do the horrible things and say the horrible things you say. At the end of the day, you birthed this child. I've had a baby. I couldn't imagine thinking this way about my child, let alone saying it. But I know they got a lot of ignorant ass black women who think that this is cool. Not on my watch, though. Not on my watch. Tokyo look a mess because she's sitting up there. Her life is in shambles because of her. That's why even through the hell, even through the devil worshiping, the abortions that Blacc Chyna has, somehow she still ends up doing better than Tokyo, because Tokyo is a demon. She is. And she knows that. And like I said, in the past, she would have been able to hide under the title mama, but not no more. We using discernment. We not letting y'all just abuse people no more with no consequences. We not doing that no more. So nobody's buying this Tokyo Toni bit, because no matter what Chyna did, she didn't come on the internet and say these horrible things about her mother. But her mother came on the internet and said all these horrible things about her. That right there tells me that Tokyo, you are bigger, you are more of the problem than you ever want to admit. Okay? Anyways, Tokyo started receiving backlash, right? Because the people was like, yo, like Tokyo, dirty bitch, for coming on here saying these horrible things about her children. So then Tokyo at first was standing on her square saying she don't care, and if you had an abortion, you can't tell her nothing. Well, now Tokyo has changed her mind, and she's using what a narcissist does. Some of y'all have narcissist mothers like this, so I'm going to help you out. Whenever this narcissist mother can use her sympathy to her advantage and get all of the family and friends on her side, it works flawlessly. She never learns a lesson, and she does this over and over and over and over again, never actually being held accountable for her doings. But when that same narcissist mother is held accountable, what she typically does is crash out. And typically the first thing she does is cry. Why? Because nobody wants to see anybody's mother cry. That's an automatic sympathy card. Okay? So that's what they do. They go from being horrible, evil, demon seed people. I'm talking about people that probably shouldn't be walking this earth, to be completely honest. They go from there to the next extreme, which is crying, because nobody wants to see a mother cry. And with that being said, they hope that people will forget all of the horrible things they did and only solely focus on the fact that this is somebody's mama and she crying. But gone are the days. Gone are the days. We don't give a damn how many crocodile tears Tokyo Toni cried. She's an evil bitch. And I said it. Now let's get into Tokyo crying on the internet now that she's gotten a backlash. It says Tokyo Toni tearfully claims Blacc Chyna has always been jealous of her. First of all, I've never known a daughter to be jealous of their mother. That's a huge red flag. Whenever a woman come to me and tell me that she has a child, be it a daughter or a son, it's typically more than a daughter. Any woman that comes to me and tell me that their child is jealous of them, automatic red flag. Only a mother in a silent competition with her child would even utter those words. And typically those mothers who are in these silent competitions with their children, the children don't even have a clue that they in the damn competition. Crazy, huh? But anyways, this is a narcissist though. It says Tokyo Toni tearfully claims Blacc Chyna has always been jealous of her while revealing she hasn't seen or spoken to her daughter since requesting $250 for groceries this past September. And let me just say this. There's a lot of people who feel like Tokyo should at least give her mama groceries. No, she should not. Tokyo Toni should suffer whatever karma and consequences the Most High in the universe has for her. If Tokyo should die and starve, that should be it. It is not up to Chyna. Listen to me and listen to me good. It is not up to Angela to save the life of a mother who wouldn't piss on her if she was on fire. We not doing that no more. If Tokyo puts bad energy out into the universe, when Tokyo karma comes, it is not up for Blacc Chyna, or it's not up to Blacc Chyna to get in the way of Tokyo's karma. Because guess what? Chyna could turn around and get residuals from that karma. If she turn around and try to block the universe, let Tokyo figure out how she gonna eat. That's part of her karma, okay? Now let's get into it, because we don't care about her not eating.
That'll be so bad for so many years. I just took it. I said it wasn't true. She stopped everything. Always been jealous of her own mother. Always been. She lied on me so bad for so many years. My daughter is a master manipulator. Yes. She's not my daughter no more. She's Angela, or whoever the fuck she is.
That's another tactic that a narcissist mother does too. They love disowning the very child that they hate but can't stand to not be around. That's another tactic that a narcissist mother will use. They go from crying to "you ain't my child," and they do this in hopes to hurt the child. So Tokyo Toni coming on the internet saying she's no longer my child, that's for Chyna to feel some type of way. And I'm pretty sure Chyna don't care no more. But I'm telling you now, in the past, that probably used to hurt Blacc Chyna. It probably used to make her cry. But I'm pretty sure she don't care no more. Shout out to her.
She fucked me over so much. I don't have no more room left for her in my life nowhere. She lied on me so bad for so many years. I just took it. I said it wasn't true. She stopped everything. Always been jealous of her own mother. Always been. Always her whole fucking life. My daughter is a master manipulator. Now that she's older, she want to pull moves like this. Bitch, fuck you. Take your kids with you. Because she want to just keep hurting me by not letting me see them kids, and I didn't do nothing but help her whole life. This is my repay. I don't want nobody to ever mention that bitch to me again. Now that she's older, she want to pull moves like this. Bitch, fuck you. Take your kids with you. I never asked her for shit but be a daughter. And her envy. She's so envious of so many people. Just envious.
And can I also add, a narcissist mother like this creates these scenarios and these things in their head, and they really start to believe it. So in Tokyo's mind, she probably really believed that Blacc Chyna somewhere just jealous of her. That's next level narcissism. So in her mind, she probably done said this so much to herself that she believes it. She believes that Blacc Chyna is jealous of her. This is another tactic of a narcissist mother.
Woman. Bitch is the devil. With a smile in my face. I hate her guts. I never asked her for shit but be a daughter. See, nobody will believe this, but I gotta do it. I'm gonna show you. I went September 29th. Bitch, what I look like? $250 for some groceries. This Toni, if not okay, thanks and have a great week. To push to not, like, Mom, you don't have $250 for groceries. But the bitch was watching me on JoJo page, and she blocked JoJo when I told her, bitch, I see your name, Angela White, popping up on her fucking live on TikTok, bitch. We can see who watching, and Blacc Chyna pops up and sits the whole time. Watch this. Can I buy look, $250? Really? Bitch, I need about $800 for some groceries to push her. So I said, okay, that ain't gonna work. So you like to play social media games. I'm gonna show you how I went back and forth to let her edge her. She still wouldn't. So you want to play games with me, bitch? Okay. So you want to be a whole motherfucker, dick sucking nobody, bitch, huh? And play with me, huh? See, nobody would believe this, but I got it, you motherfucking mutt. Now you see all this shit I said to her, right? Look, this was all the way back in September. Have a great week. Can I borrow what I say? Because I ain't talked to her since whenever. I need to charge this phone. September of last year. Okay, look, boom, boom, boom. Now, mind you, yeah, last year. And it's been so long since I seen this bitch. I'm getting confused on my time. Okay, this can't be. Okay, this is March. So this was last year. Exactly. And watch what the bitch say after I cuss her ass. I remember I played Become Nice first. See where she at. Can I borrow? Just to see. Bitch, I'm walking around with Cartiers and shit. I'm gonna borrow a motherfucker. Bitch, I'll pawn that motherfucker and sell it. I need some fucking groceries. I could care less. Or I'll ask a friend. Watch. So she says, I says, can I borrow $250? I know what the fuck to ask for. You motherfucking mutt. Now, this is Toni. It don't say mom, right? If not, okay. Thanks. Have a great week. No response. So I thought about it. I said, you know what, bitch? No, that was in the morning. And then JoJo said, bitch, you know she watched my live. I'm like, what? Okay. So I said, so you want to play social media games. So this is where all that came from her watching me. And look what she said on October 17th at 8:48 p.m. Look what she said. I didn't see the message until about 11. You see that? Come on, bitch. Look what I said. No, you don't. And it's okay. Have a blessed night. I don't play them games with her. I love you. What is that, to be sarcastic or pull on my string? Whoa. I love you. I said, no, you don't. The next day I thought about it. This is Toni. It don't say mom. Right? So move on without me. I made a will. You will not be allowed to my funeral or get tossed out on your motherfucking head. I am beyond done. You love Hollywood, weird, money, fame. I helped you gain from stripping, no ass beatings. I was typing my ass off, y'all. Half the shit jumbled. Bitch, I walked that track so you can live good. I cut school to have you. I hate your guts. Stay away from me before I'll never shed another tear for you, dead or alive. You are a horrible mother or daughter because you stop alcohol. The world's supposed to forget all the shit you did to them. So move on without me. I made a will. You will not be allowed to a fucking alcoholic junkie type bitch that I covered up for years, bitch. Something, I don't know what that is. I don't fuck with you. You mistreat me like shit. I don't want to be abused no more. I'm good. I see them kids when they grown. No problem. Because she keep them from me anyway, so I barely know them. Fine with me. You know, I'm tired of crying over it. Fuck it. Keep using them against me. Cool. When your kids, your kids, Slim, not mine. You think you keep hurting me with it. I'm not going to let you hurt me with your kids no more. I don't know a damn soul or me for real. I mean, they know I'm their grandmother, but we don't have the bond like we was getting because when I do, she separates us.
I don't blame her. I would only allow my kids to know who you are by picture, bitch. I don't blame her. I would be terrified that, because see, the type of woman Tokyo is, she the type get China kids over there and go to Dragon for China to her children. You would never see my kids, bitch. Never. You bet China better than me. China better than me. Because, bitch, you would have never seen them. That you would have seen them the way the people on the internet see them. Bitch, you would have had just as much access as any bitch on the internet. That's how much access you don't deserve access to those kids. If you don't like her mama, you can't love them kids. Let me say it again. Get me up here. And I don't give a damn if she's Blacc Chyna's mama or not. If you don't like the daughter, you can't like the grandkids. It don't go like that. Because even if you tolerate your grandkids, it's something on in the inside of you that make you hate them and resent them just because you hate the daughter. So stop it. I don't give a damn how much Toni cry on this bitch. I wish all of the ill will that coming to her. Nothing extra, but all of the ill will that's already coming to her, I can't wait to see it. There's a lot of mamas out here like Tokyo. A lot. She don't deserve to see them damn kids. And she can sit up here and act like she don't care, but it's eating her away that her daughter is successful and famous. She's got successful and famous grandkids, and she don't have no access. It bothers Tokyo. It eats her alive to know that she can't pick up the phone and say, hey, daughter, what you doing? And on top of that, the bitch can't even afford to take care of herself. It eats her up. As it should. This is Toni's karma. She deserves this and more. And it's coming. And it is not Chyna's job to jump in the way of that girl receiving her karma. And this is for y'all too. Somebody in the chat need to hear this. And it ain't got to just be with a mother. It could be with a spouse. It could be with a sibling. It could be with a friend. A lot of people go through life doing people dirty. Real bad. People will go out of their way to damn near kill innocent people. When it's time for them to receive their karma, if I were you, I would step back. That's what I'm doing. And all of the people receiving karma in my situation, I'm stepping back. I get all the cliff notes, though. I hear it. I know what's going on. I don't have to be in your inner circle to know you're receiving your karma, but I'm stepping back. I don't give a damn who it is. I'm stepping back. I would employ that anybody in the chat who has any similar situations, like I said, don't have to be a mama. It could be a spouse. It could be a kid. It could be a sibling. It could be a friend. Whenever it's time for these people to receive their karma, you step back and allow that karma to roll on through. And that's exactly what Chyna is doing. Allowing that karma to roll on through. And Tokyo Toni is losing her marbles on the internet because of it. And can't even feed herself, broke ass hoe. Oh yeah, she getting everything she deserves.
Yeah. Kid got a phone. She won't give me his phone number. I don't care no fucking more. Let it be. It's will. We are done for life. I don't want to ever be around, supposed to be around your demonic energy. A fucking alcoholic junkie type bitch that I covered up for years, bitch. Something, I don't know what that is. I can't even say it no more. My throat getting tight. Y'all Just a little hype.
This is the biggest kicker right here. If you don't need any evidence that Tokyo Toni is in a private competition that her daughter didn't know about, look at this text message right here. It says, Eva, I will always be that girl without trying. I in Hollywood or anything. In Tokyo's mind, probably since she had Angela. In Tokyo's mind, she has been competing with the very daughter she birthed her whole life. Her whole life. Tokyo literally competed and competes with her daughter right now. And I'm pretty positive up until recently, at least the recent years, Chyna had no clue she was competing with her mama. Yep, she was a stripper too. That's why I told you, everything Tokyo Toni did in her day, Chyna came back and did it 50 times better. That eats Tokyo Toni. It literally eats away at her like acid. I'm not telling you what I think. I'm telling you what I know. That's why she can come on the internet on one bet screaming and hollering, saying that her daughter is jealous of her, and then on the next bet saying, I hate her. The truth always comes out if you allow people to talk long enough. I don't feel no way about Tokyo. I'm glad she's going through the karma.
I know you do this, Bree. Always be that girl without trying Hollywood or anything. You want to look so good in front of people so bad. You weak for real. I love you. I love you. Lies, bitch. I love your lies, bitch. All fucking lies. King birthday, no call, nothing. Frankie in LA, me, no call, not a call. Go commit. You know she's real suicide.
Did you hear her? She said, go commit suicide. She said, you know she's real suicidal. Go commit suicide. This is what a mother is telling her child.
Yeah. Can't even say. I have tried to attempt again to reach out to you. This is ridiculous, but I accept it. Not hurt by it anymore. Well, I shall not call or text this number again. And I meant that. I owe you nothing. I did nothing to you. It's always this type of person. Please don't say my name on any interviews, because that's all she do is say my names. Tell them sons of bitches to stop asking you your motherfucking questions about me. Anything about me, or you can tell them I'm dead to you. Damn, one or the two. Thank you. Same here. This is not Christian. This is nothing but the devil. Hollywood has really got you going. P.S. Let me let you know the Lord don't deal with entertainment. And this is what I just showed y'all before. She just horrible. It's bad. And that's where we at. I have tried to attempt again to reach out to you. This is ridiculous, but I accept it. Not hurt by it anymore. Well, I shall not call or text this number again. And I meant that. I owe you nothing. I did nothing. What I do to the kids? You hurting your own motherfucking kids. And what is she? That's the only thing? What are you telling them? My God. What are you telling them? What the fuck are you telling them kids? What I do to the kids?
She don't have to tell them kids nothing. All them kids got to do is log into social media and Google Tokyo Toni. She don't have to tell them kids nothing. Tokyo getting everything she deserves. She ain't getting enough. But as you can see, a narcissist mother, I'm giving y'all the tea. They start off with, I hate you. They need you. But then they start off with, I hate you. Then when that don't work, they go to crying, looking for sympathy. Then when that don't work, it's back to, bitch, I wish you did. Tokyo Toni is an evil bitch. And you know, if Blacc Chyna was worshiping the devil, I understand why. Whatever Blacc Chyna did in this world that was horrible, now I understand. I'm not giving her no pass. I'm not saying that she's okay for doing it. What I'm telling you is, whatever Blacc Chyna done did in this world that wasn't favorable, I get it. I understand. I get it. I 1,000,000,000%. Okay? At any rate, I hope this segment helps somebody out in the chat, because I'm telling y'all now, it's a lot of narcissist mothers that are in direct competition with their children. And a lot of times the kids don't even know. You just think that's my mama. I love my mama. I don't understand why she always mad. She hates you because she ain't you. She wish she was you. She wish she could turn back the clock on her life and get the things that you getting. She resent the fact that you doing some of the things that she could have done or did do, and you doing it better. So hopefully somebody can take something away from this, okay? Blacc Chyna, shout out to you and good on you for keeping your kids away from your mama, okay? Because Blacc Chyna Tokyo Toni is not to be trusted around nobody's kids. Hell, not even her own, okay? Let's move on. And that's another thing. Somebody said Chyna appears to be a great mother. She really does. Quiet as is kept. This is what I find often about children who come from mothers like Tokyo Toni. They tend to do things completely opposite with their kids because typically what happens is they understand that the horrible, heinous things that I went through with my mama, I dare not do these to my kids. I don't want my children to even think of what it feels like to think that your mother doesn't even like you, let alone hate you. So typically these parents are different, way different. The ones who want to do better, I'll say, they're typically way different from the mothers that they have. And it's the craziest part. The mothers be sitting there with their hands on the hip trying to figure out how. How can you have love when I never gave you love? How can you show compassion to a child when I ain't never showed it to you? You get it? This segment gonna help a lot of people. I promise you. It's helping me. Let's move on. Y'all get the likes up on the video, please. Get the likes up on the video, please, if you on here. Stephanie, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Welcome to the dollhouse, honey. I appreciate you. And how do you say this? Milano, I hope I said your name right. If I said it wrong, I'm sorry. Says, just want to say I love you, Vu, down to the ground in your voice. She says, your lives keep me entertained. Thank you. I appreciate you, boo. Thank you so much. And thank you so much for the support. Carmen Jackson, thank you so much for becoming a new member. Welcome to the dollhouse. And Tisha, thank you so much for the super chat. Says, talk on that ish. You already know it. Come on in, get the likes up on the video. Let's get into the last segment, and that segment is Rockhead, okay? Now, before we get into Rockhead, let's start with a little Blueface tea. Now, y'all know Blueface been taking L's on top of L's. We call him L-Ye over here. You know what I'm saying? It's just been L's on L's. I don't know if y'all paid attention to the ties that's been switching and shifting. The ones who were once at the top are now going to the bottom. Those who were at the bottom are now rising to the top. Those who were winning in the past are now losing, and those who were losing in the past are now winning. I hope y'all are paying attention. Pay attention to everything around you. It's real life. And also pay attention to this. To those ones who were winning and now losing, the money and resources that they are losing gotta go somewhere. It don't disappear. Energy don't disintegrate and act like it wasn't there no more. So that money and those resources got to go somewhere. Pay attention to the people who's coming up, and also pay attention to the ones who's going down to the ground. This is spiritual, okay? I ain't got nothing to do with this. This is spiritual, okay? Now, Blueface, like I said, because it's his season of karma, has been taking a lot of L's. He just lost the fight over there with Aiden Ross. And then Aiden Ross, I showed y'all yesterday. Go check out the live. Aiden Ross yesterday basically said, good for you. You fought for nothing and you got your ass whooped. I'm not going to pay you. According to Aiden, he says Blueface has breached contract by discussing payment and also saying that Aiden them fixed or rigged the fight. Okay. Sorry, I had to drink some water. Now, why is this important? Blueface is another one receiving karma, just like Tokyo Toni, and he's been receiving a lot of it. And he's been trying to keep himself afloat by playing this whole thing with Nevaeh. Now, Nevaeh has since said she's pregnant. Blueface came out and said that she's going to be his next baby mama. This baby going to be healthy, not like Junior. He received a lot of backlash for that because people felt ultimately, even if you didn't do it, nigga, you was there feeding her the drinks. How dare you? So then Blueface had to come back out and say, the gig is up. That's not even my baby for real. So here we are. Now, remember, Blueface is taking L's. He claimed he acting like it's cool, but that nigga taking all kind of L's. I call him L-Ye at the moment. But he's taking all these L's, and he's trying to keep his head above water with Nevaeh. Now, Nevaeh is as slow as a turtle. This is the new baby mama. And he's trying to keep the content going. And I saw this video and wanted to show it to y'all. Nevaeh is asking him, can she run the streets with him? Because I guess he's going out. And she's pregnant and he's going to tell her no. Let's get into this content and why Blueface wants y'all to believe that there's even still a circus, let alone clowns. Let's get into it.
So why can't I go out with you? I mean, it's with you.
Tonight, baby.
Slow.
Because you're going out with the Crips and 1,000 bitches. So you telling me I gotta sit in the house?
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay. Is it me?
I like that shit, chat.
I gotta sit in the house.
The volume got lower.
Yeah. That's what I'm telling you.
Okay.
So anyway, you can barely hear it, but basically she was saying, I want to go out with you. And he said, you can't. And she was like, why? Because I'm pregnant. I got to stay home. He says, yeah. And she was like, okay. Now he's trying to put on this thing that there's still a circus. The circus is gone. There is no more circus. When Rockhead left, the circus left. He tried to keep the circus alive with Stunner Girl. He even tried with Nevaeh. Baby, it's over. Ain't no more circus. Ain't no more circus. It's a wrap. It's a wrap. It's over. Done with. But he's giving a facade like it's still popping. So we're going to go with the move with Blue. But I'm telling you now, this ain't real. Okay? Now let's get into her talk about being a baby mama number 3. And what she's thinking about this whole situation. Like I said, they're trying to keep the content over there so y'all can think that there's a circus, but I'm telling you there's not. Get the likes up.
And I'm not a single mother. So let's stop that there. Let's stop that.
Did I mess that up? Hold on, y'all. I pressed the wrong button. My bad. I'm over here searching for stuff while y'all watching that video. My bad. Y'all follow me on Twitter too, though. Follow me on Twitter. My bad. I didn't mean to do that.
And I'm not a single mother. So let's stop that there. Let's stop that there. Single mother is when when the father don't meet the needs or the father is not there at all completely. My baby daddy there. She said I'm the third baby mama to girl, who cares? But I'm not the third baby mama. I don't do fucking witchcraft. I don't know where y'all keep coming from with this bullshit, but like y'all can just take the narrative and run with it, I guess. That's something that I definitely don't do though. I don't think you're pregnant either, just lying. Okay, I'm just lying. Anyways, I keep a picture of the baby in here. Okay. Look at my baby looking at y'all. I'm just lying, huh? Yeah, we're just lying.
I could look in her face and tell she's definitely pregnant.
I don't know. You know, people be hating for no reason. That's what comes.
See, I got them old school eyes, like them old elder women used to have, where they could look you in your face after you 3 days pregnant and say, girl, you pregnant. I got them old school eyes. She pregnant. This ain't fake. She damn sure pregnant. I can look, not just, somebody say her nose. The nose is typically the biggest giveaway, but even about how round her face is, she's pregnant. She's definitely pregnant, okay? Yeah. But they're trying to keep this circus going as if it's still up and functioning, and it's not. I'm telling y'all, it may seem like it is, but it is not. And speaking of, let's get into Jaden. He got Jaden and these girls working overtime. It says Jaden opens up about her upbringing and what's going on in her life. Now, let me just say this. I didn't finish this video, but Jaden was talking about how she was raised. In the first 10 seconds of this video, Jaden spoke about how she was raised with nothing but women in the house. It was her sister, her mama, her grandmother, and her great-grandmother. And it was in that moment I realized, oh, no wonder you slow as a turtle for Blue. You ain't never been around no men's. Let's get into Jaden open up about her upbringing. Blueface got him working overtime in this circus now. Check it out.
About my upbringing, I was raised in a house with my mom, my grandma, and my great-grandma, me and my sister. We didn't really have no men in the house. And the only times that I had with, like, because my dad was in and out of jail, right? He was in and out of jail my whole life. And the only times, like, the times that he was out, like, my mom would have us go over to his family's place or whatever, but they treated me and my sister differently. And obviously it was because we were mixed and the rest of them weren't. So, about my...
What her dad is supposed to be, because he ain't black.
I learned very early on, like, you know, we were different or whatever, which is like, it shouldn't have been a thing though. It shouldn't have never been a thing, like, you know, but my dad's mom always treated us like shit. But my dad's dad was always so nice to us. He passed away. But yeah, the mom was always fucking weird to us, which I thought was fucking weird. But now that I'm older, I see what the fuck was going on. But at the time, I didn't get what the fuck was going on. But that was only a very short period of time because he went back to jail after that. And then, like, it was just like we never saw him again. So, yeah. But other than that, my grandma's raised me really good. My mom raised me really well. Yeah. I was in a 3-generational household. So, that's how I am here. I learned very early.
I just Googled it and it said her daddy is Mexican and Native American. That means clear in Mexican. That's all that means. He's just Mexican mixed with a little clear. That's all that means. But ultimately, he white. He's clear. Because she talking about they ain't like her or whatever. What you saying? The Native Americans didn't like the Mexicans? I thought the Native Americans was the Mexicans. Let's move on. Anyways, that's not the channel for this. I'm understanding more why Blueface chose Jaden and why he chose Neville and also why he chose Rockhead, because they all got issues and he can control them better because they all crazy and they come from issues and backgrounds that are messed up. Why is this important? Blueface is trying to keep the circus alive. He's trying. And honestly, I understand a lot more about Stewie as well with her background growing up the way that she grew up. But ultimately, I just don't see the circus unless some miracle happens and Blue bring in another girl, and it's got to be one with as big of a personality as Rockhead. Unless he bring in another girl by some miracle, I just don't see it. I just don't see it. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, let's keep the circus on look, so we can see what's going on. Now, I need to get into the Rockheads. And the reason why I know this is a Rockhead situation, and this is no shade, I can look at this woman and tell you that she is a Rockhead. You know why? That's the uniform. I told y'all what the Rockheads look like. They are middle-aged to elderly black women, 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s. Hell, some of them might be in their 80s. But they all throwback deadbeats, IEPs, Section 8 food stamps. No shade. I wish I had Section 8 and food stamp, but I'm just giving you the uniform, okay? IEPs, Section 8 project food stamps, welfare, 40 ounces, liquor, 4 baby daddies, no outlook on life, no future, no past, no present, no love, no mother, no father, no kids with a bunch of churn. You see what I'm saying? Faith in God with no church, prayer with no hands, food with no refrigerator, Life without lights. This is the uniform of all of the Rockheads and the Chrisean. So I can eye them literally. I don't have to ask them. They don't have to say nothing. I can just look at them and eye them and I know, boom, that's a Rockhead. You see what I'm saying? So at any rate, the Rockheads made its way to 20 versus 1. They must have heard that Tesheki was over there scraping and scratching for nickels and needed $1 too. So Tesheki must have called my little cousin Chaotic and called him and said, hey, I need some money. So Chaotic must have did a few favors and called somebody to get Tesheki on the 1s and 2s at the 20 versus 1. Well, somebody must have put out a bat signal. They said a bat signal for the Rockheads is the big bold letters of IEP. They say they put it in the air and somehow it don't have to have no sound. It's like a silent dog whistle. All of the Rockheads look up to the sky. When that IEP is up in the sky like that, when they see it shine bright like the bat symbol, they say they all look in the sky. Something happened in their eyes. Somehow they connect. But I think what happened was when Tesheki picked up the 20 versus 1, somebody shined the bat signal, the IEP sign, and they must have got wind. So they went down to the 20 versus 1, got down there, stood in line. Some of them slept out there, I heard. Slept outside, stood in line because they had to get to Tifa to ask her, was she over there essaying Rockhead? Now, we've all gone back and forth about this situation. I told y'all I believe it because the whole family is nothing but a bunch of pedophiles. It's not nothing alleged. This is what the family done said. Okay? So I do believe that Tifa was over there playing house with Rockhead, but ultimately they were both kids. They were both kids, okay? Now, I said when it all popped off that I said if Tifa was smart, then she would take this opportunity to use it as a learning lesson. She would get in front of it and say, you know what? We were kids. I wasn't smart enough or intelligent enough or even mature enough to know what I was doing because I, too, was being abused. This is what I said Tifa should do. I said, and what Tifa should have did was came out and said, you know what? I don't recall it, but it's possible because given the history of the family, this probably happened. Well, y'all know the Rockheads be on here. They in here now. Shout out to the Rockheads, you raggedy bitches. I still hate you hoes. 90 going west. Got to know it. At any rate, the Rockheads frequent my channel often. Because, you know, they're not smart. Very, very slow. Very, very, very slow. Okay? So they come to my channel to get their hate filled. And they can go back to their little group chats and talk crazy about me. Say all types of stuff. And I hate you bitches too. So I'm glad whatever you say, just know it's coming back tenfold. So they comes to my channel, then go to their group chats and drag for me, and then they make it down to the 20 versus 1s and repeat the same shit that I say. One thing we know is Rockheads are not intelligent. They're not smart. Hell, them bitches can't even count to 10. You get it? Most of them hoes can't even read. Okay? So what makes you think they will be able to come up with a scenario like that? They can't. They be in the chat like they in here now, listening to me, going back and saying it to Rockhead. As a matter of fact, Rockhead be in the chat too, listening to me, going back 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks later to her TikTok and acting like to her Snapchat, acting like she didn't hear me say it, and then going back saying it like she was already doing it. This is what their leader and the followers of the IEP Rockheads do. Okay, now why is this important? They found Tesheki down at the 20 versus 1, and they decided to ask the same question that I said. Tifa, why not just own it? Let's get into the Rockhead. Pay attention to the uniform because you guys need to be able to spot these Rockheads when you see them. I can. It saves my life. So please pay attention to the uniform on these Rockheads, but also pay attention to the scenario. Let's get into it.
Touchy subject, right?
Nothing touchy.
Oh, okay. Well, okay, no filter on this. So I just feel like with the whole Chrisean situation and stuff like that, the whole house situation, I feel like instead of denying it, You should just hear me out. It's not funny because I come to troll all the time, but this time I'm actually coming for real. Situation. Right. So I feel like instead of denying it, you should actually put like power into it because it's other kids.
Because I don't care about people saying.
Right. You don't have to care. It's the fact
Me the weirdest names in the world.
Right. Wait. I do. Wait. Let me talk. I get that part. Like they're slow.
We're gonna cut it anyway, but let it talk.
Right. That's fine. What I'm
And they didn't cut it, by the way.
saying is put power into it by claiming like yes it did happen and advocate for it. Advocate for it. Wait, advocate for it because there's other kids that.
Why would you troll?
I'm not trolling.
No, I want to ask you stop, bro. I want to ask you
We're not doing that, man.
Wait, I'm not doing it like that. It's a touchy subject, right?
Nothing touchy.
Oh, this could be God talking through me, though.
No, listen.
Right. What I'm saying is, it's other kids that went through the same thing that play house.
Are you one of those children?
Yes. I used to love to play house.
To the left.
You look pathetic. Why would you lie if you're not?
Come on, we're not going to use this shit. Just leave it alone. Let's go to the left.
It's not about you. I didn't come. I know.
She came to me and
I was going to be. I'm still going to be on that because I would have told her. It's not that type of situation.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Okay.
Off the set, please.
She's still talking to me.
I don't give a fuck. Get the fuck off.
This could be God talking through me, though.
No, listen.
Right. What I'm
Not the Rockheads saying God talking to her, girl, through her. Girl, please. Now, let's be clear. Tesheki wanted to have the conversation. It was Tesheki telling Chaotic, no, let her talk. Chaotic should have let her talk. Because what Tifa don't understand, because she's slow as a turtle too. But what Tifa don't understand is Chaotic was saving her. Because, girl, you don't want to admit to any of this on the camera right now, especially after you categorically denied it. You got to stick with that. You can't even have this conversation on chat or on stream. But because Tifa is slow a little bit, she don't understand that he's trying to help her. So she over there telling him, no, let her talk. No, bitch, you might want to let him interrupt. On top of that, have y'all paid attention to the uniform of the Rockhead? It looked like City Trends threw up on the bitch. You feel what I'm saying? It looked like Rainbow 579, City Trends, and what's another store? It looked like they all threw up on her. You see what I'm saying? It looked like all her clothes smell like mothballs. She still got on boots with the fur. You see what I'm saying? This is the uniform for the Rockheads. You all should be able to spot a Rockhead as you see him. I'm telling you, it ain't hard to spot it. We just got to start paying attention. That's all. That's all. But anyways, she did ask the right question. Tifa, you should have said something, but I'm not going to let the Rockhead make it like as if she came up with this. Y'all over here listening to me like y'all are right now. And you bitches are still slow and stupid. I wanted to come on here and say that part. To the lady who was on here trying to ask Tifa, you look a mess. And then to turn around and say, oh, I used to play house too. Bitch, you probably was the Tifa you asking about. She looked like the older cousin. Come on, I'm going to be the mama. You look like the type. You look like the type. Go and get a cousin. Girl or boy, come on, I'm going to be the mama. Slow as a turtle. Slow as sloths. Let me just say this. Tifa girl, I think the girl must have knew you wasn't gonna put your hands on her because she was extremely confident in standing there. You know what I mean? And the fact that you thought that you had that much clout where them people was gonna edit this out, you are a fool. These platforms are trying to go viral by any means necessary. And it will tell you they're gonna cut some shit out, but let it come down to their numbers. It's rolling, fat. They gonna put it out there. That's how it goes. You really thought, oh no, let her talk. We gonna cut it out. This ain't Zeus Network, girl. It aired as it should. But ultimately, the conversation is dead. It's giving Rockhead probably was around there playing house too. Her and all of the Chrisean was probably play house together on Zoom meetings. That's what it's giving to me. Get them off of here. You get it? It wouldn't surprise me if them helpers found out how to download Zoom or Discord and them bitches play virtual house. You see what I'm saying? That's how throwed off the Rockheads is. It wouldn't surprise me if them bitches on there playing virtual house. And speaking of, where is Junior? Junior. I'm Illuminati. Can't you tell? He needs love. Did anybody do a wellness check on Junior? Because we ain't seen him in a couple of days. Last time we seen him, he had his haircut, and I ain't seen him since. For all I know, the bitch probably stuffed him in a grocery basket or something. Somebody do a wellness check on Junior, please. Somebody, anybody, if you can, get on out here and do a wellness check on Junior, okay? Thank you, Belinda's, for being a member for 21 months. Says, love your content, Voodoo. Thanks for waking us up. Thank you, boo. And Destiny White 6100. Thank you so much for becoming a new member. Welcome to the dollhouse. And Tish, I don't know if I got your super chat. She says, talk on that ish. Thank you so much for the super. Oh, she said, talk on that ish. Exactly, she is. But thank you so much for the super chat. With that being said, let me hop up off of here, girl, and go finish the rest of this day. Let me go find a sheep so I can slow grind. Yay. With that being said, y'all like the video. Shout out the replay gang. Hype me up if you can. And shout out to y'all in the building. I will catch y'all on the next one. I got a video coming out after this for Lotto. Shop Babe. The link is pinned to the top of the chat. VoodooDollTVShop.com. Shop Babe is the new wave. Black Americans versus everybody is the wave. So if you want to be on it, hit that link, VoodooDollTVShop.com. I will catch y'all on the next one. Enjoy y'all Sunday. Peace.
Mic check, 1 2 1 2. We live, baby. Come on. That's right. Okay. Can you hear me now? Oh, let's go. It's your boy Big Chew, the voice of the beat.
You know what I want?
Blaze up.
Come on, Blaze.
It's the beat for me.
Wah 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 for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Drop it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Do it for your guy, for your B-O-Y. Come on, baby, we are. For your boy. For your boy. Also for your boy. Fix it for your boy. Drop it for your lift it up. Then it bust it open, lift it up. Yeah, come on, lift it up. Then it bust it open for your B-O-Y. Then it for your rockin' for your lift it up, baby. Mix it with your bust or not.
Come on, Blaze, so you know.
Drop me a nasty beat.
Mr. Carroll, how you give the voodoo doll time to talk? I don't get no fucking time to talk.
Who the voodoo doll is?
The nigga you just had up here.